This actually is the MO for the Trump administration. Can I just remind you of the echo of this that's also happening simultaneously? And that is just yesterday. The House of Representatives passed their budget, moving it forward. And what's the whole plan behind this budget? Literally trillions of dollars in tax giveaways to billionaires and billionaire corporations. And how do they want to pay for it? They want to pay for it by cutting health care for babies and for seniors in nursing homes. They want to pay for it by cutting access to Social Security. They want to pay for it by cutting the Veterans Administration. And they want to pay for it by cutting money for our public schools. So class sizes get bigger. So the little kid with a serious disability who needs an aid so that they can be in school loses the aid
Yeah.
and loses the opportunity to go to public school. They want to cut out the after school programs. This is the Trump administration. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous for the billionaires. Billionaires win and everybody else loses and they laugh about it.
And by the way, that would be disqualifying enough unto itself. But what makes it even more egregious is that these guys ran this last campaign on this pretense that they actually cared about working class
Yeah.
people, that they felt your pain, that they understood how difficult it was, that housing prices were high and rent prices were high and grocery prices were high and egg prices were high because egg prices were $1 more. Now they're pissing away everybody's 401ks, pissing away all of the stock market gains, pissing away everybody's absolutely necessary Medicaid and food stamps and Social Security, all because they want to just help the people at the very top get just a little bit richer.
Yeah. In fact, remember the direct quote. Donald Trump said repeatedly during the campaign that he would lower costs for families on day one.
Right.
On day one. That was what he kept saying. Right after he's elected, very first interview he does, he's asked about this and he says, "That's why I won, because I
Right.
promised to lower costs on day one." 6 weeks later, when he's in the middle of this whole tariff and starting into it, and somebody raises the question about starting a tariff war with Canada is going to drive up prices. You know what his quote was? Couldn't care less.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He couldn't care less. And that's what's happened.